everyone. Thanks for joining us for the NBA Rising Stars Challenge. Get ready for some thrilling end-to-end action as the best first and second-year players in the NBA do battle on the hardwood. Alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
And, Kevin, you talked about some thrills being in store for us tonight. These young guys are all capable of making a spectacular play at any given time. And I got a feeling we'll see plenty of them here tonight.
Absolutely.
Well, without question. I mean, if this game has taught us anything over the last few years, over the years in general, it's there isn't a highlight reel big enough to capture all of the incredible high-flying action.
Here are the starters for the sophomores. We've got Thompson. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Holmgren. Then it's George. And it's Buffkin in at the point. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got the first 3 points tonight for the sophomores. George has gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2.
And guys, since this game started back in '94, this has been a perfect warm-up for the All-Star game. I mean, it has all the fun and excitement of the big game with the added element of introducing some of the great young stars to the league's fans. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now, here's George. From the stripe, shot clock at 6. And Ware pulls it down. This really has become one of the signature events of All-Star Week. I know you love it, Greg. It gets everyone into the mood for all the festivities that are soon to come.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it's such a great way for these young players to show off some of the fancy moves that they wouldn't even dare to attempt in a regular season game.
Here's George. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Here's Castle.
And it's just something about the Rising Stars Challenge. It gives each of these young players a chance to really do something special on a national stage, maybe for the first time in their professional career.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside, George. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
You brought up the big stage these young guys are on tonight. For so many of the fans, Greg, who are still, just getting familiar with these players, it really is a great welcome to the NBA moment.
It really is a showcase. And for each player, whether they have great moments or not, just being chosen to participate is a huge honor. And it says a lot about where they stand amongst their peers.
Here's Wembanyama. And Sarr pulls it down.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
The sophomores on offense, trailing by 2. Pass to Buffkin. Here's Wembanyama.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Sarr. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Here's Buffkin. Scoreless thus far. Outside, George. Now Holmgren. Here's Wembanyama. And Ware pulls it down.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And here's James outside. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Castle. Over Thompson. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Castle's got his second bucket tonight.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Holmgren with his first shot attempt, and Ware pulls it down.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. Wembanyama. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
It is going to be hard to get a hand to Wembanyama's shots on the inside. Great instincts and just too much length.
Here's Castle. Over Thompson. Castle misses. Pass to Bufkin. 13 feet away. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And for this young man, this game is serving as kind of a coming out party, if you will. A lot of fans haven't seen him that often during the regular season.
And that's one of the neat things about the Rising Stars Challenge. It's a way for some talented young players to get their first taste of the national spotlight.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's time for Dance Kid. If you see yourself on the screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves.
Henderson's checked in for Thompson.
Substitution on the court. Substitution on the court.
On defense, the rookies. Holmgren with it. Left side, George. George double-teamed. Clock at 4. Holmgren wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now the rookies with it. Jones finds James. Here's Carrington. Pass to Castle. Jones with the screen on Henderson. From the baseline. Wembanyama with the rebound. And the sophomores with possession here. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Edey's checked in for Jones. And a change for the sophomores. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. And so it's the sophomores with it. Outside, George. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Castle. Shoots over Henderson. Castle misses. And the sophomores with possession. George with the ball. To the middle. Here's Lively. Bank shot, no good.
And guys, I tell you what, They are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it.
Kept alive. Edey can't hit. Here are the sophomores with the ball. Here's Bufkin. Henderson outside. Over Castle. Henderson, no good. Here's Castle. Henderson defending. And Sarr throws it down.
Most of Sarr's best work is done at the rim. Look at him just throwing it down with ease.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Bufkin. Holmgren sets the screen for Miller. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Here's Castle. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 4-point rookie lead.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle, can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Miller outside. Pass to Lively. A three-pointer, no good. Here are the rookies. Outside, Jones. Here's Carrington. Here's McCain. Sinks the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Here's Lively. He has yet to score. Lively with the screen. Bufkin, no good. And it's the rookies now. 7-point differential. Right side, Jones. Screen by Jones. McCain. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
Carries it from three-point range.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Pass to Carrington. Here's Castle. Shoots the three. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Miller outside. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. He's checked in for the rookie. And a change for the sophomores. Thompson's checked in. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Carrington. The three ball. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Henderson looking it over. Lets it go from deep. And it's Rizachet with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Steps back and fires. Jones, no luck. And here's Henderson.
Oh, my goodness! Before the horn!
about that?
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Rookies lead by 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back as we get a glimpse of the future here at the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it has been a fantastic game up to this point.
It certainly has. I mean, we know these young fellas can play. They are putting on a show.
Rookies with the ball. They lead by 4.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. Edey out there with Jones. Then there's Risacher, and it's Carrington in at the shooting guard position. Now here is Miller, still without a basket. Here's Henderson, and Henderson throws it down hard.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown, appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's McCain. Shoots over Henderson. McCain's shot is off.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Good on the bucket.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Pass to Risacher. Here's McCain. From past the arc, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. They now take the lead. Henderson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Pass to Carrington. And here's Jones. 6 to shoot. Count it. Jones has got his first basket of the night.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Henderson kicks to Miller. Inside. Here's Thompson.
Rookies ball.
And the rookie's making a change here. Ware's checked in. Amen Thompson, he's checked in for the sophomores. Here's McCain. To the wing right side. Jones sets the pick for Risacher. And the first shot of the night for him missing. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The 11-footer. Thompson misses. Here's Risacher. Henderson defending. To the inside. Here's Ware. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Now here's Thompson. He's covered closely. Miller, the pass to Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And I have have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now here's Jones. Here's McCain. Offline with his three. McCain's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's Miller. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Now, here's Holmgren. Lively's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now, Rizachet. Jones, the pass to Ware. And Lively pulls it down. It's a close game here in Indianapolis. Now here's Henderson. 14 points for him. Can't connect from 14 feet out. And it's rookie's ball. Pass to McCain. With the teardrop. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Miller, no up. And it's the rookies now. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That is his first foul of the game. Castle's checked in for Rizachet. And the sophomores making a change here as well. Buffkin's checked in. On defense, the sophomores. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Pass to Carrington. Down low. Here's Castle. Thompson with the rebound. And here's the sophomores. Trailing by 2. Left side, Miller. And that one, good. Miller's got his first points of the game.
And this is what you like about Miller. He has great range from 3, but he can also make tough shots in traffic.
Here's McCain. Pass to Castle. They set the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Will not go. Still looking for his shooting rhythm as he misses his 7th shot of 10. Thompson with it. Still scoreless. Here's Buffkin. Back to Thompson. The sophomores need to get off a shot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Now the rookies with it. Pass to Castle. Shoots from the line. Here's McCain. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Castle misses.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Buffkin. Six on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Rebound, rookies.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jones against Lively. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The rookies shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
At the line for your rookies, Jones. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Good on the second free throw. And here's George. He's got 6. Gets that one to drop. That's his third field goal in 8 tries.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Here's Castle. 6 points for him. To the paint. Here's Jones. Shoots over Jackson Davis. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Pass to Bufkin. George with the ball. Over Rizachet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The sophomores shooting their first free throws of the game.
Team foul. Shooting for the sophomores. George. 2 shots.
That one is off. Filipowski, he's checked in for the rookies. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
After Rizachet. James outside. Here's Filipowski. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Bufkin. Back to Thompson, and he lays it straight in.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he comes up with the deuce.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
It's George on the wing. Over Rizachet. Rookies with the rebound. Ware's got 6 rebounds in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And already with an NBA body, Ronnie battling down low.
Now, here's George. He's got 8. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Changes for the rookies. Sarr comes in for Rizachet. And Jones subbed in for Filipowski. The sophomores also changing it up. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Derek Lively. And it's Holmgren in for Trace Jackson Davis. Here's Bufkin. Thompson surveying the floor. Holmgren the screen. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Jones dishes to James. Back to Jones. In the corner, it's Sarr. Here's Castle. Buries the long-range jumper. And it's a 4-point rookie lead.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle. So it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
To Holmgren. Thompson outside. Here's Bufkin. James defending. Thompson outside. And that time, also a missed shot.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
To the inside, Ware got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Stephon Castle.
Ware's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. It's George on the wing.
Ball is turned over. Rookie's ball.
.50 seconds left here in the second. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Here's James. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Sophomores with the ball. 6-point game. George with the ball. Now defended by Sarn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Team foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
That's good from George.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And George drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Here's Bufkin. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. That one, no good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Rookies ahead. They're up by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And it's time to get back into it at the Rising Stars Challenge. A night none of these young players will ever forget, I'm sure.
Oh, to be young and athletic. Just a ton of energy out there on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know, like we see every year, these young guys are super excited to be playing in this game, and that excitement comes out onto the court.
Welcome back to this showcase of the amazing young talent in the NBA, the Rising Stars Challenge.
And it's not hard to tell just how much fun these young guys are having out there tonight.
That's exactly right. And the same goes for the fans. I mean, they're having a blast, too. What a terrific event this has been.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Holmgren is out there with George. Then it's Thompson. And it's Bufkin in at the point guard.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Inside, here's Ware. That one off the back iron and out. Outside, George. Pass to Bufkin. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Here's Castle. On the wing, James. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound in this one. 90 seconds now into the second half. Holmgren sets the screen for Wembanyama. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Rookies with the ball. They lead by 1. Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. James, that's a 2-pointer. Rebound by sophomores.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Thompson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Now James. 8 points for him. Pass to Castle. Screen by Jones. Off target from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Holmgren the screen. Here's George. And George with the stuff. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Sarr with it. Defended by Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Drills it from outside. Castle's got 14 points for the game.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Now, here's Holmgren. Here's George. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And here's James outside. Thompson with the rebound.
But still, eventually, you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Outside, George. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Bufkin with the bucket.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here's James. 8 points for him. That one goes. Count it. 10 points for him.
Well, James has the strength and will to be a solid interior finisher at this level.
Pass to George. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's James. 10 points for him. Again, James missing. Thompson outside. Outside, George. Holmgren sets the screen for George. Off target with his 3. And it's the rookies now. Pass to James. Another miss by James. James has gone just 2 of 7 from long range. Now, Wembanyama. Here's Bufkin. He's got 8.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Now here's James. They trail by 1. Good D by Holmgren.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Bufkin. Outside, George. Wembanyama sets a screen for George. 4 on the clock. And the 3 off target. George has gone just 25% from the arc. 2 of 8. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. Castle misses. Pass to Bufkin. Wembanyama outside. Holmgren up top. Here's Bufkin. Wembanyama with it. Fades away. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
Throws it up high, and Jones with the stuff.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Here's Bufkin. He's got 8, and we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. The sophomore's making a switch here. Henderson's checked in. Pass to Bufkin. Now Holmgren. Wembanyama outside. Clock at 6. Bufkin no good. Bufkin's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Here's Castle. 14 points for him. To the middle. Here's Sarr, and Sarr throws it down.
This is why you involve the big man Sarr in pick and rolls. He understands how to take advantage.
Now here's Henderson. 14 points for him. Wembanyama looking it over. Back to Henderson. Here's the 3. Rookies with the rebound. Jones has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to James. And here's Jones. They double him with George. Here's Castle. Looking to get back on track here. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And it's a 5-point rookie lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's George. He drains the quick shot. George has got 16.
And, you know, he's going to take that shot every time. The defense has to respect him from the mid-range.
James, the pass to Sarr. And here is James. Pass to Carrington. Outside, James. Here's Castle. Off target from 3-point range. Castle's gotten just 2 of his 7 attempts from deep to fall here. Henderson, no good. And it's rookie's ball. It's a 3-point game. Jones, no luck. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Here's Castle, defended by George. Here's Castle. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, Castle showing his ability to create and finish when the defense overcommits.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The rookie's making a switch here. Edey's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
Known for his strong defense, Castle is someone any coach would love to have. He is a hard-working rookie.
Pass to Miller. Back to Henderson. The three. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Henderson against James. Takes it off the glass. Carrington's got the lead up to 8 now for the rookie.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Holmgren finds Henderson. Rookie's with the rebound.
I can't figure out, guys, what's going on with him this quarter. I mean, he hasn't gotten one shot to drop.
Here's James. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Miller surveying the floor. Pass to George. Here's Lively. Takes the 3. Rebound, rookies. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Castle misses. Oh, and here comes Miller all alone.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
James outside. To the inside. Knocked away. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Drills the 3-pointer.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Castle, covered by Miller. And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 21 in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
George looking around. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Rookies lead by 7. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And we're glad to have you along as we resume the action at the Rising Stars Challenge. Some great careers in store for these young men.
And what a showcase this game has been for the league's best and brightest young stars.
And, you know, one of my favorite things is seeing the camaraderie between the players. I mean, both of these teams really enjoying playing together and against each other.
So with James on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Filipowski, and it's Carrington in at the small forward. Here's Castle. Good on the triple. Castle's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Pass to Jackson Davis. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Buffkin with the bucket.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Here's Carrington. Here's McCain. To the paint. He's off on that one. Good D by Thompson. And the sophomores with possession here. Trailing here by 8. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Can't hit from in close. Here are the rookies.
And what makes Castle so difficult to guard is that he keeps defenders off balance with his constant change of pace.
At the line for your rookies, Stephon Castle. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Reza Shea, he's checked in for the rookies. And so he makes both from the line.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Here's Lively. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Thompson's got 5 rebounds tonight. For the 3. Castle misses. Thompson right side. Here's Lively. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
At the line for the away team, Derek Lively. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one is no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Here's Castle. And he jams it with authority.
They say the vertical is where Castle lacks a bit. Show me where it lacked there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Thompson passes to Lively. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
You can tell Lively knows his position well, knows how to be efficient as the roll man.
Here's McCain. With the shot. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Down low, here's Miller, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Here's Reza Shea. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Here's Buffkin. Basket number 5 goes in. He's now 5 of 12 from the floor.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Pass to Castle. There's the screen over Thompson. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's Miller on the wing. A baseline J. Rebound by the rookies. Here's Castle. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And the potential Castle has is intriguing. When he's scoring like this, you wonder how dominant he can be moving forward.
Here's Bufkin. Lively with the screen. With the drive. Out to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Out left to the wing. Bufkin misses the 3. Bufkin's gone 2 of 7 from the arc. Castle misses. Thompson outside to the inside. To the wing on the left. And Thompson slams it home.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Castle. Here's Filipowski. Here's McCain. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Lively's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Miller. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
Shot's good by Filipowski.
And you can tell Risacher has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Bufkin. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Thompson. Over Castle. That's short off the rim. Thompson's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Risacher with it. 3-pointer. The 3-pointer is right on target. And now it's a 10-point rookie lead.
And such a nice stroke for a rookie. Risacher looking like a polished shooter already.
Pass to Jackson Davis. There's Miller with the 3. Rebounded by the rookies.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's Castle. Drops in the layup for 2. Castle's got 32 points in the game.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
Risacher with it, covered by Miller, and it's Risacher missing. Here's Bufkin. Can they get it? Rebounded by Castle. Inside. Here's Ware. Lively defending. Ware, no good. Thompson right side. Pass to Jackson Davis. And here's Miller. Shoots over Risacher. Filipowski grabs the board.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Here's McCain. No good on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson sets the pick for Miller. Lets it go with the three. Good on the three-point shot. Miller's got it back down to single digits for the sophomore.
Now, how about this move by Miller, using the pick and roll to create some space for himself?
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
You show up on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go.
The sophomore's making some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jarek Lively. Chet Holmgren comes in for Trace Jackson Davis. And George is subbed in for Miller. Here's Castle. To the paint. Ware kicks to James. Pass to Jones. That three off the mark. Thompson outside. George with the ball. The three. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's Castle. He's covered by Thompson. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
Defensive foul. Victor Wembanyama. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your rookies, Stephon Castle. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And here's George.
2 minutes.
And good that time. George has got 5 points now this quarter. There's 1:59 left in the fourth. Now James. Looking to end his cold spell. Austin with the rebound.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Now here is George. Takes it inside. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 6th assist on the night. Just a tiny lead for him.
And a chance to make it a little bigger right here.
Outside, James. Jones trying to get open. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
After suffering a heart attack before his college career even began, to see James playing here and now is special. His story is really inspirational.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Here's George. The quick look, no good that time. And it's the rookies now. They've held a 12-point lead early. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And here's James outside. And it's the sophomores with the rebound. Here's Buffkin. Outside, George. No good with the triple. All by himself. Kicks it out to James. No good on the three.
Misfires again, and the ball just refuses to cooperate with him. It's a tough day so far.
Thompson outside. 15 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren finds George. That doesn't go either for George. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your rookies, Stephon Castle. Taking 2 shots.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. Now a timeout called by the sophomores. 6 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And so the rookies take the win.
I can't say enough about how well all of these young men competed here tonight. A great show for the fans and a clear picture of just how many talented up-and-comers we have here in the NBA.
Greg, no doubt there are some future greats among the players we saw here tonight. And we're pleased to have brought you all the action. So now for Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone.